seat to be had here tonight at the Grand Theater. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Daniel the Miracle Man Jacobs, 6 foot tall, 160 pounds with a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be facing Daniel Jacobs, Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. He's had epic battles with Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, the former 2-time middleweight champion.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of...
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. He misses with that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They exchange punches. On her right. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Nice counter. Left punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Go with that left hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Both men step back for just a moment. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
He misses with that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the welterweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Through the hook, didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
There's the bell to start round 3. Nice punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and they just got their bell wrong. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchange here from both men. He parries away that left hook. And down goes Daniel Jacobs. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response though, got back up.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Watch that jab. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Defense is not an option for these two. And this with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
bell to start round 5. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
He just misses with that jab. He just misses with that big right hand. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Don't want to trade shots. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On to the 6th round. Not a lot of defense here at all. Fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Blocks the jab. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Missed him with that uppercut. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't...
Here comes round 7. You'd like to see more jabs. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cusp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Fighter will say no mas. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Just missed with that left jab. Solid punch. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. No doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Just missed with that big right hand. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Defending themselves. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges can.
There's the bell to start round 9. Nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He blocks the hook. Fails to score with that left hook. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good punch. And he misses with that jab. Swing and a miss with the jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
And here comes the 10th round. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Gets out of the way of that left hand. Nice exchange here from both men. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Caution is being thrown to the wind. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell for round 11. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
What a punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Nice exchange here from both men. Big left there, but misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get...
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're almost such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got to use their jab better in this fight. Both men step back for just a moment. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. One punch could change everything in this battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.